Good morning, all. Today's topic is cracking under the chapter of fuels and combustion, unit number 6. Cracking. First, I will give the definition of cracking. Cracking means breaking down or decomposition of higher hydrocarbons into simpler hydrocarbons with low boiling point and low molecular weight. Hydrocarbon means it contains carbons and hydrogen like alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, which are called as higher hydrocarbons. Means the hydrocarbons with greater than carbon 9 number of carbons. If the number of carbons is greater than 9, that can be considered as higher hydrocarbons. Right. The definition is breaking down. For example, see here for a while. Consider that this is a higher hydrocarbon. So when it is applied for cracking process, during the cracking, what happens? This single piece is breaking down or decomposing into 3 pieces. It will give piece 1, piece 2, piece 3. Right? Initially, this is a compound A. After breaking down, X, Y, Z. This process is generally called as cracking. Next, we need to know. For that purpose, I will give example. Higher hydrocarbon means C10H22. 10 means if the number of carbons are 10, then it is called as decane. Which can be considered as middle hydrocarbons or higher hydrocarbons. Now I am applying for the cracking process. This hydrocarbon is breaking down to 2 pieces like C5H12 plus C5H10. C5H12 means pentane. C5H10 means pentene. Alkane. Like that, higher hydrocarbons are breaking down into lower hydrocarbons. The boiling point of this higher hydrocarbon is nearly 130 degrees centigrade, whereas the boiling point range of these compounds are 30 to 40 degrees centigrade temperature. At this temperature, they can volatilize, means evaporates. This is the definition of cracking. Right. What is the use of cracking? Why we are going for the cracking? Right. Okay. In the last class, we discussed about the refining of crude oil. Means crude oil is separated into individual hydrocarbons like diesel, petrol, kerosene, so on. Right. Among all the fractions of petroleum oil or crude oil, gasoline, nothing but petrol. Among all the gasoline has the largest demand as a motor fuel. Among all the fractions of crude oil, we got so many hydrocarbons in the last class by the fractional distillation. Among all, gasoline has the largest demand as a motor fuel. Right. But what happens means, for example, I have taken the 100 liters of crude oil, applied for the fractional distillation. The yield is only 20%. So gasoline has a greater demand as a motor fuel. But what is the yield? If I have taken the 100 liters of the crude oil, I am getting only 20 liters. But in the ancient days, what happens means So as existence of less number of automobiles vehicles at those times, the 20% of the gasoline is sufficient. But as the growth in the automobile industry increases, whatever the gasoline we are obtaining from the crude oil is insufficient. Therefore, scientists are discovered or looked into some other methods. Is there any possibility of getting gasoline rather than fractional distillation of crude oil? During the process, they have observed this process of cracking. Next, what happens in the cracking? For example, see here. This higher hydrocarbon is decomposed into smaller hydrocarbons. What is the number of carbon ranges of petrol or gasoline is C5 to C9. Number of carbon present in the gasoline are C5 to C9. Therefore, C5 initially decane do not present in the gasoline. But when this decane is made into small pieces of carbons having C5, automatically these two compounds or these two hydrocarbons are fall into the carbon ranges of gasoline. From there, they can obtain the petrol. Here we got the gasoline. This gasoline is called as the straight run gasoline. This is called as the cracked gasoline. What is straight run gasoline? The gasoline which is obtained from crude oil directly. What is cracked gasoline? The gasoline which is obtained from cracking process. So we know that the yield is very low, 20%. Here the yield good. By the cracking process, there is a possibility of obtaining the greater yield of the gasoline. And when we compare to the quality also, the cracked gasoline is superior quality than the straight run gasoline. What is the meaning of that? So we are getting the greater quality petrol from the cracking process rather than the fractional distillation process. So that is the purpose of discussion about the cracking. What is the cracking? I have given the definition, means breaking down of larger hydrocarbons into smaller hydrocarbons. Why we are going for the cracking? There is a possibility of getting some amount of gasoline. The gasoline which is obtaining from the fractional distillation method, that gasoline is called as the straight run gasoline, and the gasoline which is obtaining from the cracking process, that gasoline is called as the cracked gasoline. The yield and quality of the cracked gasoline is greater than the straight run gasoline. Next, that is the purpose of the cracking. Next, the cracking is classified into two types. Thermal cracking, catalytic cracking. Catalytic cracking. What is the thermal cracking? Cracking is taking place in presence of high temperature and pressure. Thermal, we know the definition of the cracking. Breaking down at a high temperature and pressure. Thermal. Right. Catalytic cracking, same definition. The cracking taking place in presence of the catalyst. That is called as the catalytic cracking. Right? Okay. Among these two, the catalytic cracking gives somewhat superior quality petrol than the thermal cracking. Generally used catalysts are Generally used catalysts are aluminum silicate, aluminum silicates, or alumina, aluminum silicate or alumina. These are the generally used catalyst. Means presence of this catalyst, longer hydrocarbons are cracked into smaller hydrocarbons. So these are the reasons for the enhanced quality of petrol, which is obtaining from the catalytic cracking. So according to our syllabus, we don't have a discussion about the thermal cracking, just definition is required. So we have a discussion about the catalytic cracking. Catalytic cracking means cracking taking place in presence of the catalyst, right? Again, this catalytic cracking is classified into two types. Catalytic cracking is classified into two types: fixed bed catalytic cracking, fixed bed catalytic cracking, moving bed catalytic cracking. Fixed bed catalytic cracking means catalyst is fixed at a certain position, at a particular position. That is called as a fixed bed catalytic. The catalytic bed is fixed. Moving bed catalytic means the catalyst is not stationary. The catalyst is mobile catalyst. Means that is not fixed. Right. These are the two methods used to obtain the petrol or gasoline by cracking methods, catalytic cracking methods. Again, so in our syllabus there is no discussion about the fixed bed catalytic cracking. So this is we need to follow this moving bed catalytic cracking. So it is very important process. And why we are only discussing about the second one, moving bed catalytic cracking means it gives greater yield of the petrol than the first case, right? So now we will go through the moving bed catalytic cracking. Right. This is the schematic diagram of moving bed catalytic cracking to get gasoline or petrol from heavy oil, middle oil or heavy oil. I said which are called as the heavy oil or middle oil if the number of carbons in a hydrocarbon is greater than 9, can be considered for as a middle or heavy oil, and those can be cracked to get the some amount of the gasoline, right? Hydrocarbon means contains carbons and hydrogens, right? So now, so we are moving to important discussion of the catalytic cracking, moving bed catalytic cracking. This is the diagram. Once I will go through the diagram. This is the feed oil. Feed oil means heavy oil. Which oil is applied for the cracking? Feed oil. We have two chambers here: reactor, catalyst regenerator. Reactor, catalyst regenerators, maintaining at different temperatures, 500 degrees centigrade, 600 degrees centigrade. These two are centrifugal separators. Centrifugal separators, generally called as, in chemical terminology, those are called as cyclones. What is the purpose of centrifugal separators? Means these allows only vapors or gases to go out, right? Next, the flue gases comes out. What are the flue gases? I will explain during the process. Next, see here the catalyst plus oil, air spent catalyst. This is the air blow, cracked vapors. This is a fractional distillation column, lighter fractions. This is a cooler for condensation. What happens in the condensation? Vapors are converted into liquid. This is gasoline plus dissolved vapors. This is the stabilizer, separates gases to gasoline. So this is just a briefing about the diagram. Right. Now I will explain about the moving bed catalytic cracking, means how we are getting the gasoline by using this method, right? First, here generally we know that generally what is catalyst. Catalysts are generally solids. Generally solids. Catalysts are solids. And now we are discussing about the moving bed catalytic cracking. Means that should move along with the heavy oil. Means moves along with the heavy oil means generally solids moving capacity is very less. Solids do not flow generally. For that purpose, the solid is converted into the solid is converted into the solid catalyst is very finely powdered, crushed into a stone is crushed into powder. Like that, the solid catalyst is crushed into finely powdered so that it behaves almost as a fluid which can be circulated in gas stream. So it can easily moves during the gas stream. Right? This is the first point. Solid catalyst is finely powdered so that it behaves almost as a fluid which can be circulated in gas stream. Right. Next, coming to our story. Right. Whatever the catalyst crushed into powder, that catalyst is mixed with the feed oil. Right. Catalyst, powder and oil. The catalyst powder and heavy oil is mixed, and this mixture is then forced and sent into the reactor. Right, feed oil. I have given the direction, catalyst plus oil. These are initially sent into the reactor. What is a reactor? Reactor means at which reactions takes place. Right. Which reactions here? Cracking reactions. That cracking should taking place in presence of the catalyst. Right. Initially, the mixture of oil and catalyst entered in the reactor, which is maintaining at 500 degrees centigrade. What happens at high temperature? The heavy oil is vaporizes. Now, these vapors of the heavy oil, high hydrocarbons like that. These vapors of the heavy oil are decomposed or breaking down into small pieces. That is a chemical reaction, right? Breaking down of higher hydrocarbons in presence of the catalyst. We have the heavy oil, we have the catalyst, right? The breaking down of the higher hydrocarbons into small molecules happens in the reactor. Okay. During this process, what happens? The catalyst, whatever the catalyst is present in the mixture, in presence of the catalyst, automatically cracking taking place. But during the what happens? The catalyst absorbs some amount of carbon because heavy oil contains greater amount of the carbon. During the cracking process, catalyst absorbs some amount of carbon vapors. The red dot is the catalyst. The blue surrounded the red is the carbon. The catalyst absorbs the carbon during the process. Leave that point. I will remain the point later. Right. Now what happens? The vapors. What are the vapors occurs during the cracking process? These vapors are sent through the centrifugal separator cyclone. These vapors are sent out. Whatever the cracked vapors. Right. And this cyclone allows only the vapors by keeping the catalyst itself in the reactor. The catalyst itself in the reactor. Vapors goes out. Right. Next, coming to the story. What happens? I said that during the process, catalyst absorbs some amount of carbon. As much as work in progress, reaction in progress, the amount of carbon over the surface of the catalyst increases. Then automatically what happens? The catalyst becomes heavier. And that catalyst is settled down at the bottom of the reactor. Now at this stage what happens? The catalyst is said to be inactive. I said that this is the catalyst. Now the catalyst is completely covered with the carbon block, the carbon compound. Under such conditions, the inside catalyst loses its capacity because that is a cover over it. It losing its original capacity. So that case occurs in the regenerator during the reaction process, right? The catalyst becomes heavier and this catalyst is said to be deactivated. If once the catalyst is deactivated means that is not useful for the cracking process. Now I need to regenerate the catalyst. How can I regenerate? I need to remove the layer. Once I remove the layer of this carbon, automatically it gains its original capacity and the reaction may occurs and it's said to be active, right? Now we need to regenerate the deactivated catalyst by passing the deactivated catalyst into catalyst regenerator, right? Now what happens, it is settled at the bottom, which can be sent into the regenerator by means of air blower. The cool air is, we are passing the air at a particular pressure. The catalyst may settle at here. Automatically this air pressure pushes the deactivated catalyst into the reactor, right? This air pushes the deactivated catalyst into the regenerator, right? Now automatically what happens, regenerator is maintaining at a 600 degrees centigrade. From outside, what is coming into the regenerator? Deactivated catalyst plus air. Heating a substance in presence of air, heating 600 degrees centigrade, heating a substance in presence of air is called as combustion reaction. So overall what happens here, combustion reaction taking place in the catalyst regenerator, right? Coming to our story, during the combustion, right, this is the catalyst, heating in presence of air at 600 degrees centigrade, chemical reaction taking place regenerator. Now automatically what happens during the combustion, what is this layer? This layer is completely of carbon. During the combustion, the carbon reacting with the oxygen of the air and converted into carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. Like that, all the carbon layer deposited over the catalyst is removed in the form of CO2 and CO. Now automatically what happens, this deactivated catalyst is now converted into activated catalyst. Before combustion, after combustion. Now this is said to be activated catalyst, right? Now the catalyst is activated and this catalyst is again used for the further cracking process. Recycling will occurs. So come here, I said that combustion reaction taking place, vapors are only, the cyclone will allows to go out the vapors by remaining the catalyst itself in the reactor. So what are the flue gases? The combustion products are generally called as the flue gases. What are the combustion products we are getting in this catalytic regenerator? I said CO plus CO2, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide goes out. Now the catalyst is said to be activated and this catalyst is again used for the catalytic cracking process, right? Like this reaction cycles. Coming to right side, the cracked vapors are goes out through the cyclone. These cracked vapors are fractional distillation and means separated into lighter fractions. These lighter fractions are condensed, means condensation means vapors are converted into liquids. So majorly we are getting our desired product gasoline and some dissolved gases. We don't want it. How to separate these two means, this mixture is passing through the stabilizer which separates gases, because gases are heavier, lighter gases, so the density is less, so easily separated, goes up, and the gasoline is separated from the dissolved gases by the stabilizer. We are finally getting the gasoline. The yield is 80%. The gasoline which is obtaining from this process is 80% highly qualified superior quality gasoline, right? So like this way, so there is a possibility of getting good yield and the good superior quality gasoline from the moving bed catalytic cracking. Thank you.